What's going on, everyone? As you can probably tell from my username, I think it's in that direction. Don't quote me on that, because I don't really pay that much attention to YouTube's layout. But anyway, as you can probably tell from my username, my name's Raleigh. And I'm probably going to get a lot of flack for this video. That it needs to be said, so I really don't give a shit. Onision and Shay Carl. Dear God, this fucking drama. I know it's like a week old, but my camp's been out of order, and I haven't had a chance to get my response up yet, so I wanted to go ahead and get that out of the way. Now, if you're not familiar with this whole drama, I need to give a little backstory. About a week ago, Onision decided to spam Twitter with what a horrible father Shay Carl is because he decided to have his infant son circumcised. Now, anybody who watches Shay Carl's videos and is familiar with them knows that this is anything but true. Shay Carl is an incredibly loving father and husband. His wife and kids love him to death. Now, I don't have a lot of experience with circumcision because I'm not a dude. I don't have a penis, so I don't know what that feels like, and if I ever do have a son, I'm leaving that decision up to his father because obviously father, dude, penis, circumcised, maybe. Yeah, you get the point. But anyway, I don't really see how that constitutes child abuse. I mean, I understand that Onision is against it, and I'm not asking him to like circumcision or even agree with Shay Carl's decision, but what I am saying is it's not child abuse. Okay, I know what it is to be abused, and I'm going to tell you people right now, child abuse is grabbing your daughter by the throat in a drunken rage. Child abuse is driving out in the middle of the night with your daughter in the car and leaving her alone while you're off dealing drugs. That's child abuse. Having your child circumcised is not abuse by any stretch of the imagination. Call it mutilation if you want, but it's not abuse, because I know a lot of circumcised dudes. They're not traumatized by it. But the thing that pisses me off about this is Onision is not a parent. Onision does not have the responsibility of taking care of and making decisions for a child, let alone 4 children like Shay Carl. And it really pisses me off that he thinks he can come across as all high and mighty and, oh, I'm right and you're wrong because you're abusive and this is how you should be raising your kids. You're not a parent, dude. You shouldn't be telling anybody how to raise their children. You don't know what's best for kids because you don't have any. You've said it yourself. You don't want kids. Now, and that was the beginning. That was the beginning of this whole drama. Now, in Onision Attacked, he was responding to JP Metz's video, basically telling him how much he sucked because of this whole drama with Shay Carl. And he got very oddly pissed off about it. Now, I can understand if the video came out of nowhere and was just blindly attacking him for no fucking reason. You know, being pretty much trollish. But JP Metz made a lot of good points in that video. A lot of the same points that I just made, like a minute ago. And it's staggering to me how he thinks that just because he gave a little half-assed apology, that he somehow thinks it's just going to sweep right under the rug and he shouldn't be held accountable for it. I'm just in awe over this whole thing. And it's the same thing with the Onision Gets Pwned video. He keeps going on and on about how he apologized and how he doesn't understand why people are hating on him, and that's people only keep bringing this up because he's famous. And let me tell you something, dude. People don't keep bringing this up because you're famous. People keep bringing this up because you're an asshole. You really are, and you refuse to take responsibility for what you started. You started this drama, and you need to take responsibility for it. You shouldn't think that you should be absolved of all responsibility for this just because you apologized and said you would never do it again, which I think is bullshit because you're always starting some kind of fucking drama. Now, really, that's really my whole point with this video. I want Onision to really stop bitching about how people are hating on him because of this. It's annoying to me, because he's acting as if he shouldn't be held accountable. Let me tell you, life really does not work that way. You can't just say you're sorry and everything goes away. That's not how the world works, dude. You really need to kind of come back down to earth and start living in reality. Because like I said, the world does not work that way. Just because you say you're sorry does not absolve you of responsibility. So, shut the fuck up. Stop bitching and take responsibility for what you've done. You have started a wave of hatred. And, sorry, it's your fault. People are going to keep bitching at you for it until you finally man up and take responsibility and stop calling people. Just stop doing what you're doing. Stop sticking your nose in business where it doesn't belong. You don't know anything about parenting. Don't tell people how to raise their kids. Okay? Raleigh. Out.